Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about what to expect from the Cleveland Cavaliers this offseason. I have made a video on who I believe they will be drafting, and I believe that Evan Mobley will be taken with the second pick of the draft, leaving Jalen Green as the third, and that the Cleveland Cavaliers will draft Jalen Green. And, the other two options being Jonathan Kuminga and Scotty Barnes. And as much as I love Scotty Barnes and Jonathan Kuminga, I think they'll take Jalen Green. The Cleveland Cavaliers have a tendency in the past to draft the best player available. Now, I want to hear your comments down below. What do you guys think of that? And do you guys believe that's going to happen now that with the Sexton rumors flying around that he's going to be traded? But basically, this past year looked similar to every year that LeBron James hasn't been in Cleveland over the last 2 decades, it seems like. And after remaining in the play-in hunt during the first half of the season, Cleveland just went to shit and lost 23 of its final 28 games and tied for the fourth worst mark in the NBA. Now, the Cavaliers have had no shortage of lottery luck over the years, winning the number one pick in 03, 2011, 2013, and 2014. But the team hasn't picked in the top four since its latest rebuild began, and as a result, it hasn't landed a clear-cut franchise player to build around. And they have optimism because the backcourt duo of Sexton, Collin Sexton, and Darius Garland, both whom have made really significant positive strides since entering the league, but neither are great defenders or locked to be future All-Stars, even though Collin has been back-to-back 20-point per game scorer. And then they have Isaiah Okoro, who's already a strong wing defender, but will need to show more offensively than he did his rookie year to be a reliable starter. And he looks like he could be the next Andre Iguodala. And they got Jared Allen, who was a nice little move by the Cavs that they got in the James Harden deal. But supposedly if Evan Mobley doesn't get picked second and he's available out there, they're trading Jared Allen and keeping Collin Sexton. But right now, because Collin Sexton rumors are flying around, it seems like Mobley's definitely getting drafted by the Rockets. Because if Mobley wasn't getting drafted by the Rockets, then they wouldn't be shopping Sexton. But if Mobley was getting drafted by the Rockets, then they're going to be shopping Sexton to put Green at Sexton's position. So with that happening, they were able to fall in the draft now. The free agent market, they need a veteran ball handler to sign with a mid-level exception to back up Darius Garland. Okay, a Ricky Rubio would be fantastic, but he wouldn't want to play there. They have somebody told me I say this wrong. Chetty Osman. How are you supposed to say it? Tell me how you're supposed to say it. So, sorry if I misenunciated it. Larry Nance and Chetty Osman are guys who could be shopped. And, obviously Kevin Love probably is more of a buyout market type guy instead of a trade. And the team's top priority is probably negotiating contracts extensions with its own players. First off, Jared Allen's a restricted free agent, and they surrounded a first-round pick for him. So, unless they get Evan Mobley, they're looking to keep him because he's probably going to get $15 to $20 million a year. And again, one wild card is if they draft Mobley. Doing so, Cleveland would probably wouldn't decide. So, and couldn't decide on what to do. So yeah, I don't know. Look, another big decision right here is, sorry, I just lost my train of thought right there. Again, Allen is leaving if Mobley comes. Another decision is Sexton, who's eligible for the rookie extension, and he had 24.3 points per game. But he has defensive shortcomings and his limited ability to facilitate for teammates. I don't know, I feel like let's move. As in the case for Allen and Mobley, if the Cavs end up drafting a guard like Jalen Green, it would diminish their enthusiasm to do a long-term deal with Sexton. Now, they would have about, $86 million in guaranteed salary. J.R. Smith is waived via stretch provision, so they're still paying 1.4, but Dylan Windler, Collin Sexton, Isaac Okoro, Darius Garland, Chetty Osman, Larry Nance, Taurean Prince, Kevin Love, all have it. And then Isaiah Hardenstein is a player option, which he'll probably choose. And then they have non-guaranteed and Dean Wade, who's staying. Damian Dotson, who could be up in the air. My Fondu, I always suck at saying that guy's name, who's good unguaranteed, and Lamar Stevens. So it's interesting what they'll do there. But basically, I think they'll keep Allen and they'll get Green. I trade. What would a Collin Sexton trade? I mean, Jared Allen being traded would be interesting. I doubt, like, he's expected to receive $100 million from probably 5 year, 20 million a year. And I think one of the best things they could do right now and I don't know. I've like trailed off for the past 2 months because my goddamn fucking dad keeps fucking texting me. I really pisses me off. I'm on my MacBook and he's like just texting me. Like, if it's really important, really freaking important, call me. I hate that. I hate when people blow me up on text. Like, if it's very important that you have to send me multiple texts, please, for the love of God, just freaking send me a call me. It's actually quite frustrating. That's like a huge pet peeve of mine. So, if you're ever going to get stabbed in the fucking face by me, I've never done that. But, like, if I'm looking to do it for the first time and y'all get in the way, I won't be feeling bad. Just know that. It's just so stupid. I won't be feeling bad. Just know that. But yeah, so with what's his face expected to get a shit ton of money, Jared Allen, Collin Sexton, what's a deal that they could do? I don't think there's many deals out there for Collin Sexton. Do you guys agree with me? Is that me being rude? I'm just not over here getting my panties in a bunch for Collin Sexton. Like, I hear Collin Sexton and my dick gets a little hard, but it's not like, oh yeah, Collin Sexton. I honestly think that you'd have to get role players. Like, go for Thaddeus Young. Trade him to Chicago. Let's get Tomas Stanorowski. Tomas. And let's also get fucking Thad Young, Garrett Temple. Let's get all these depth guys, you know? There could be so many options. But yeah. Peace out.